a room where almost every single case in the past 80 years have been heard. However, I did mention that this is only our third location for the Supreme Court. In fact, our first location for about 7 years in 1875 was the Parliament of the building on Centre Block. It was our main home for those about 7 to 8 years. That was not the best way for us to function, because every single week we had to walk around the Centre Block of Parliament every single week and find an empty room to have our cases heard in. So every week we had a new room we had to use and find a new room scattered across the building. It was not the best system for us. So afterwards we moved out onto a new building for about 50 years, until the 1940s. However, that building in the 1930s, we found that it was very decrepit. The floors were moldy, we also had a lot of rats, infestations, and insects all over the building. Not the most suitable building for Supreme Court justices. So this building right here was built between 1938 and 1941. However, we only heard our first case 5 years later in 1946. This was the first case ever heard here in 1946. But the building was ready to open.